Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to explore one of the most unique and misunderstood aircraft of World War II, the Japanese Kawasaki Ki-61 Hein, known to Allied forces by the code name Tony. This fighter stood apart from nearly every other Japanese warplane of the era, not just because of its design, but because of its performance, origin, and the mystery it created during its early encounters. The Kawasaki Ki-61 was a radical departure from the typical Japanese fighter philosophy. At a time when Japan focused on lightweight, highly maneuverable aircraft like the A6M0, the Ki-61 introduced a heavier, more robust design built for speed, firepower, and survivability. It was the only mass-produced Japanese fighter powered by a liquid-cooled inline engine, giving it a long, sleek nose and a profile more similar to German or Italian fighters than to its Japanese counterparts. The story of the Ki-61 began in 1940 when Japan obtained a license to produce the German Daimler-Benz DB601 engine, the same engine that powered the legendary Messerschmitt Bf 109. Kawasaki engineers used this engine, designated Ha-40 in Japan, to power a new fighter that could compete with the faster, more durable Allied aircraft being encountered across the Pacific. When the Ki-61 first appeared in combat, Allied pilots were baffled. The plane looked so uncharacteristically non-Japanese that some initially believed it to be a German or Italian fighter operating in the Pacific. This confusion led to its NATO reporting name, Tony. Based on the assumption that it was of Italian origin, the Ki-61 was a low-wing, all-metal monoplane with retractable landing gear and a closed cockpit. It had a top speed of around 580 kilometers per hour and a service ceiling of over 11,000 meters. Its armament evolved throughout the war but typically included a mix of 12.7 mm machine guns and 20 mm cannons. Later versions were specifically modified to intercept and destroy American B-29 Superfortress bombers. With heavier armament and upgraded armor, one of the Ki-61's major advantages was its ability to withstand more damage than the famously fragile Zero. It also had better dive performance and was faster in level flight, making it a more suitable match against American fighters like the P-40, P-38, and eventually the P-51 Mustang. However, the Hein's biggest drawback was reliability, especially with its engine, the Ha-40 engine. Being a complex and delicate piece of engineering, did not handle the tropical climates of the Pacific well. Frequent overheating, maintenance issues, and a lack of spare parts led to high non-combat losses. As the war progressed and Japanese industrial infrastructure deteriorated under Allied bombing, these problems only got worse. At one point, engine shortages were so severe that airframes were grounded or repurposed. Despite these setbacks, the Ki-61 proved to be a capable and deadly opponent when in the hands of an experienced pilot. It saw action in various theaters, including New Guinea, the Philippines, and the defense of mainland Japan. Some of the most notable Japanese aces of the war flew the Ki-61, and its role in intercepting high-altitude bomber raids over Japan remains a testament to its high-altitude performance and firepower. In conclusion, the Kawasaki Ki-61 Hein was more than just a fighter plane. It was a symbol of Japan's attempt to evolve its aerial strategy during World War II, with its European-style engine, heavier frame, and emphasis on speed and firepower. The Hein represented a bold break from traditional Japanese fighter doctrine. Although it never achieved the legendary status of some other wartime aircraft, its legacy as one of the most distinctive and advanced Japanese fighters of the war remains intact. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment on which World War II aircraft you'd like to see next. See you in the next one.